5 tips to help you improve your small business website. Hi guys, it's Sam Day here from DeyTips.com, and in this video I'm sharing 5 tips that will help you to improve your website for your small business and attract more leads and sales to your business. Tip number 1 is to actually make sure that your site is optimized to attract the maximum amount of leads into your business so that you can build your database to add to your CRM system or your autoresponder or whatever database service you're actually using. Now, if you don't have a database of clients or potential clients, then you definitely should have. You can simply set one up by going to aweber.com, and I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And this is basically a way for you to attract new and potential clients to your business. One of the most important aspects of your website is to actually attract the most amount of leads for people to opt in and sign up for your database so that they can receive additional value from you, which normally converts into dollars and into pounds if you do it correctly. So at the very least, you should have a page on your website where people can subscribe to your newsletter if you have a blog that's updated frequently, or if you're selling a product on your website, you might also want to have a pop-up that comes up on your website that offers 10 or even 20% off of your products for people who sign up to your database. If you offer some sort of software, then it may be of benefit to you to actually offer a free trial, maybe a 2-week or a 3-week free trial, so people can access your software in return for their name, their email address, and any other important information that you might feel that's necessary, maybe their phone number, so you can follow them up with a sales call if that's something that you do within your business. But just having them in your database in exchange for 10% off of your products or newsletter updates or whatever it is, that's going to be vital for you, because that creates an invaluable asset for your business. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you have a blog and you update it frequently. Now, this is very important to attract new visitors to your website from the search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. So if you're looking for additional traffic and visitors and targeted visitors, in fact, for your website, then make sure you're blogging regularly on topics that are related to your products and services, and also topics that are being searched for a lot. So make sure you're researching the keywords that you're using in your blog articles, and you're optimizing your articles for maximum exposure from the search engines. If you provide really useful content in your blog articles, it's also a great way for your content to be shared on other social media sites. So for example, if someone finds an article on your website and it's really useful and they feel that it will benefit their community, then there's a chance that they'll share that with their friends and their followers on social media, which could increase the domain authority of your website because people are sharing your articles around, and also increase visitors and increase the shareability of your website. Tip number 3 is to keep your website simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try and add too many elements. You want your website to be nice looking, well designed, but you want it to be simple and straightforward to navigate through. You don't want people getting lost. So make sure you have a simple navigation menu on your homepage and on every page actually that helps people to navigate to the main pages. That might be your homepage, your about page, your services page, your blog page, and your contact page. Just pages that are important, and they should be right at the top in your navigation menu. And make sure your website is simple to use. The best way to know if your website is simple is to send your website to a friend or to a family member and let them rate their experience. Ask them, was the website easy to navigate through? Did you get lost? Did you understand what the website was about? And make sure that it's really, really simple to use, because if someone finds your website too complicated to use, you might have a brilliant service or a brilliant product, but they're not going to stick around long enough for them to figure that actually out. So make sure your website is really simple. Tip number 4 is to make sure that you keep search engine optimization in mind when you're constructing your website. Nowadays, so many people are using the search engines like Google and Yahoo to find products, services, and content that is probably on your website. But if you don't know the keywords that people are actually typing into these search engines to find products and services like the ones you're trying to offer on your site, then you're missing out on potentially a lot of traffic and visitors to your website. So what you want to do is make sure you do a little bit of keyword research. Head over to the Google Keywords tool and find out what keywords people are actively searching to find products and services that you are actually trying to offer on your website, and add in those keywords in key places and key areas on your site so that your website is more visible in these search engines and you don't miss out on a lot of search engine traffic. Now, my fifth and final tip is to do with pay-per-click advertisements or any other type of advertisements that you're doing and using money to actually promote your website. Now, before you do any type of paid advertisement and actually take money out of your wallet to pay for traffic and visitors to your website, you want to make sure that you can actually track the return on investment for those visitors coming to your site. Now, one of the easiest ways to do this is to set up goal setting in your Google Analytics. Now, this will help you to track how many people who visit your website from a particular paid traffic source. So if it's Google pay-per-click, you'll be able to track how many visitors actually convert for you into leads or into sales or convert into the call of action that you would like or that you're paying for them to convert to. Now, this is very important because if you realize that people are not converting, then you can either optimize your campaign so that it starts converting better, or you might realize that maybe that traffic source is not working for you and you need to move on and try a different traffic source, or maybe you're just not educated enough in that traffic source and you might need to read more blog articles or attend a seminar to help you to optimize that particular traffic source a little bit better. Also, when you're doing paid advertisements, it's important that you can do what's known as split testing. So for example, you might have two landing pages, and if you're paying for traffic from Google, then page A might have a slightly different variation to page B, and you might send 100 people to page A and 100 people to page B. And as long as you have your, as we spoke about just now, as you have your tracking in place so you can track the conversions, you can see which one converts better for you. So for example, you might send 100 people to page A and 50 people convert into leads or into sales, and then you send the same amount of people to page B and you realize that only 2 or 3 people actually convert for you, then you realize, okay, well, you can keep page A because it's converting a lot better for you. So hopefully you can see how important it is to actually track the return on investment that you make when you're paying for advertisements online, whether it be via Google or solo ads or any other type of online advertisement. Now, another additional thing to add to this is tracking pixels. Now, if someone comes to your site and you pay for them to come to your site, they may not take the action that you want them to take the very first time they visit your site or the very first time they visit your advert. So what you can actually do is have a JavaScript which tracks people who are visiting your site, and then when they go, for example, on websites like YouTube or Facebook, because you have a tracking pixel installed on your website, then your advertisement shows up in different places all around the web, and they might not convert on your site, but they might convert on someone else's site as well. So hopefully after watching this video, you now have a few additional ideas on how you can improve your website, as well as a few marketing tips what you can do to increase the amount of leads and sales to your website. Now, I will actually be following this video up with a few more marketing tips and tips for improving your website so you can generate more sales and leads to your site. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss those videos. But if this video did help you out, then please click the like button down below. If you have any additional questions or comments, then leave them for me in the comment section. But until next time, make sure you watch some of my other videos, subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.